Hey Doc, a lot of times I get questions about the ROI of your marketing and if it's working or how do you measure it. And so what I'm going to do is just give you an idea of how you can start to see what marketing efforts are working. And I'm going to do a screen share here of our CSA digital dashboard. And so all of our CSA members and our MCM members have access to this digital dashboard, which really helps them track everything from their analytics to their ROI to marketing planning. And so let me dive right into a screen share on that. And so there's going to be three tools we're going to use to help track some ROIs on this. It's going to be the practice analytics. It's going to be your new patient log to really get that going and figuring that out. And then we're also going to talk about some of your marketing budget and things of that nature. So let's dive into the practice analytics, right? So um, this tracks everything. It's pretty cool. You go down, you plug in your new patients in the blue, your office visits and your collections for that month. This is just a sample here. And I just plugged in Q1 of 2022, as you can see here. And so it spits out your average new patients, your office visits, your patient collection average for those 3 months. And then it gives you these numbers here, which is your PVA, your office visit average $57.38. That might be on the low side, but it's something that a lot of chiropractors have. Again, this is just an example. We may want to move the needle on that. And then say a new patient value. So on average, if you took a year's worth of your collections and divided it by the year's worth of new patients, it would spit out a number. And in this case, it's 830. Let's call it $830, right? So by having clear analytics, you know how much a new patient is worth as $830. Okay. So that's step one. Let's say we go over to marketing budget and you've got your marketing expenses over here and you're spending money on Google ads and Facebook ads, MD lunches, and stuff like that. Right. So let's say in this example, you're spending $350 on Google ads. Right? And you got no new patients that month on Google Ads, obviously there was no ROI on that. And so we want to take that into consideration. What imagine if you got three new patients that month from your $350 ad spend. That's a 3-to-1 return. Not bad. And you just can do the math each time, right? And a lot of people want to know about tracking. And so in the new patient log here, you can see every new patient that comes in, you would want to add them to this new patient log. And then what's cool is it spits out a pie chart of where your patients are coming from, right? So I'm just going to take this example here and check out the details. And you go to the referral type, and that one is say your network. Like if you have a network of trainers and doctors and massage therapists, all these people that aren't patients of yours, but you do a lot of networking, community outreach, and they refer to you, it would fall under that. You have all different things here, MD referrals, all kinds of topics you can add to it. So if you can click unknown and then you could type in test and then you hit enter and it would create a category if it's not in here already, but we don't need to do that for right now. And so you can track where your patients are coming from. And so in this example, we've just added some examples here, but you can see there's Google ads right there, which would look different than your organic Google. You want to tease out that for sure, right? Maybe you're spending good money on MD referrals and you could look and say, we used to average 2 MD referrals per month. And now that we've been doing this MD networking and getting out there more, we're averaging 4. I could go over here in my marketing budget and see that we're spending $300 a month on MD lunches now, and a new patient's worth again $830. And we've gone from 2 new MD referrals to 4. We can see that that's got a positive ROI. And so you can look at all of where your new patients are coming from and see the money you're spending on it and obviously calculate the ROI. And it's good if you have historical data of your numbers and you can again look back and say, this is where how many new patients we were getting from X before we started spending money on it. Now we're spending money on it and we're getting X amount more new patients from it. And you could do the math there to start seeing if you're getting the ROI, right? Let's do another one, right? You could go and say on your practice analytics, every office visit, is worth 50 cents, let's just call it $58, and you run a reactivation campaign, and how, that reactivation campaign, let's say you decided to start doing review wave per month and use their reactivation campaign. You would take how much that review wave subscription is costing, and let's say you got 10 new, sorry, not new pages, but 10 reactivations from it. And let's out of those 10 new reactivations, you add up the amount of visits they came in, because some will come in once, some will come in 3 times from that. Total visits, let's say out of those 10, it equated to 35 visits. 35 times $58, that's how much you made on that reactivation campaign, and you spent X amount on the actual campaign. And so now you can start tracking the ROI of your marketing and start to understand and make accurate decisions utilizing these 3 tools within the CSA digital dashboard. I hope that was helpful. That's one way of tracking it and getting an idea of your marketing dollars being spent and whether you're wasting it or if it actually is making money.